here. Weekly week look today is Sunday, 7th of October, 7:15 in the morning. Looking at the May contract 2019. We've got the yearly contract in front of us with monthly candles. We can identify here that we're still in a nice uptrend. This is what we've been looking here on this longer term chart. All of the two short-term moving averages cross over the 60 monthly. We're still well above all the moving averages, and we closed last on Friday night 183.85. Let's pop down and have a look and see what's happened this month. We can see here that October, September and August we had two negative months prior to this. Prior to that we had some lovely force movement up, and will we see a recovery back of these two falling candles here, the red ones on the monthly? Let's pop down and have a look at the weekly, see what's been happening. We can see here that we had this fall here with these three big red candles here as we came down, and we're now having a bit of a rally. We've got this green candle here, so this last week's price action, positive week. How are we going to identify whether this is going to keep going? Are we going to recover this fall here that we've had to come back into the long-term trend? Let's pop down into the all-important daily. We can see here on this chart we had a high of 200 and we got a low of 176. The red line here is the 60 SMA. Now this always on when I'm looking at week charts, I have this on the chart, give us an indication of where the longer term trend is. At the present we are below that, but what we want to look at is, are we going to able to pierce through this and then recover some of this fall that's taken place? How can we identify this? I'll just go down into the drawing program here just to show where we are. So what I've been looking at is here we've got a high here and we've got a low here. Now the fall has been £24 a ton. Half of this fall would come in here at 188. So what we're looking for is the market ultimately to go back through the 60 SMA. Let's have a look at something on this kind of price action. What we're looking for here, come back down and a rally up to 188. There's a gap here, filling here, and there's a gap here, which we look to. That is what we're testing at the moment. So this level here to get through, right? So what are we going to watch to give us an indication to follow this? I would say I've cut all this chart out and just put purely the 10-day moving average. Now, why have I done that? Because on the way up, you can see back from July, on the way up, it held well above the 10 SMA, broke below it here while moving on my mouse over here, this big red candle here, and then we have obviously had the fall of £24 a ton. So we've got in this positive price action here. 2 weeks ago we broke through the 10 SMA with this big green candle here. We've tested it here and we're holding above it, and we've got 183.85. So what I'm going to do is just keep an eye over the next 3 or 4 weeks as we get through October to monitor this, and I would say that we're in a rally to try and break this, recover some of this fall here, but on the longer term basis we are still in an uptrend. So just going to use, sorry, come down to the short term here, just going to use this short term basis that, so I've got on the wrong chart here, sorry, short term base here, the 10 SMA, to give us comfort that we are going to see a rally now back up to 188. Now also we want to be keeping an eye on the November contract, which is new crop, so that's 2019. We've got that in front of us. The red is the 60 SMA, and it's interesting that on the November contract we are already coming up to knock heads against this 60 SMA, 166.40. So you'd be looking sort of November time, 160 on X the farm for November. So, you know, that is giving us a positive look forward. So we'll keep an eye on the old crop and the new crop, and we'll just keep on watching that 10 SA So we're looking for a rally this week to continue and go up and test the 188. Thank you very much for watching.